You are stupid, and you cost me matches in Domination. Watch this video to get better in Domination, you stupid moron. Now the first half of this match was actually really good, and I thought that hey, a nice team, I will use this gameplay for an example of a good match, but then everything just folded. But anyway, so we had the A side, which is bad in shoot house map because you need to have C and B, but still, first you take A, then you take B, and what you have to do then is you kind of camp around B and wait for some foolish enemy to push A and take it. And when you see that we are taking A, instead you just take C. Literally what you can see in the ABCs right now. Some enemy went to A and we used the opportunity to take C. While I was also protecting mid because like if enemies see that we cannot take B, some of them will end up going to A. Which is the mistake that cost them this match, this half of the match. As you literally cannot do anything if you have just A. As C and B is way easier to protect. And here we temporarily lost B, but like we have a good side. Now I did a bit of a flank just to clear the way for my teammates to B. As I thought that we would take it, we for some reason didn't go there, but that's okay. I still managed to get it after this whole flank thing was done. And so yeah, if we had the A side it would not be possible, and I will show you in the second half. And now what I'm doing is I simply just keep on going to B, unless I see that enemies are trying to take C, which is happening right now because we must protect C. C is the side that we need in shoot house domination. In other maps there are also in slums A and B is better location. But there are some maps where it doesn't matter which one to have, you just need 2 points. But shoot house it is C, slums it is A, and it is just important to have the right side. And so now we had the good side, we had the C, but somehow my teammates didn't go to B, and we managed to lose all the points. Now I'm here just at the B, like I'm trying to bait enemies, I'm trying to take the point. And then some dumb idiot decided to take A. Like we had the good side. And if only they did the same thing that we did in the previous match, in the previous half of the match, we had all the chances to win. Like the enemies, they were not even that notably good. And so now I'm just trying to fix the error and take the C back, but of course I'm alone here. And I was using the MX9, which is not that much of a meta gun. I made a separate video about it earlier, but like in shoot house map I thought it would be fine. And it was performing alright, but I mean it is still a factor why it was hard for me to just take the C in that situation. And so when we have A and I die, I respawn by A, I have to go through all the long distance to reach B. Meanwhile, for enemies from C to B, it is just way closer. And yeah, so at this point it was just game over. And we also deployed the VTOL, but it was thankfully destroyed before I managed to switch to my Termite Maneuver loadout to take down the VTOL. And here I'm still trying to take C, like I'm getting points, because if I MVP I lose a bit less. But it was just a huge disappointment because of how the first half of the match ended. Like it was strongly in our favor, and teammates we actually showed some brain capacity. I thought that we are good, but no. Now the standout match, it was pretty much just our team handing the victory to the enemies. Because we had the good side, and standoff A is also closer to B, it is a good side. Although it is not as important as it is in shoot house, but like we had the good stat. But for some reason my teammates did not try to go to B. And I was just pushing. I did a bit of a flank because I saw that I'm alone. I thought that hey, I will clear it a bit and my teammates will come there, but most of the time for some reason they just did not. And then some of them decided that it would be a good idea to take C for some reason. Like, it is not possible in a big map to just hold A and C, because if you take C, enemies will grab A. As you can see what is happening right now, my teammates are taking C and enemies are already at the A. So like, what's the point? Meanwhile, I'm just struggling, I'm on repeat going to B. trying to take it and dying. But finally some teammates actually decided to go there as well with me, and we took it, but not for long. And as we have VB, now enemies have A and C. Now we got the A back almost, yeah, but enemies on VB. And that first part of this half, how teammates didn't go straight to B and did I don't know what, I don't know where, and try to take C, is pretty much how we just lost the whole first half. Like enemies, we had 2 points and that's it. And so now I keep on doing what I should be doing, like the match isn't over yet. But after like the first minute it was possible to tell that it will be just a defeat. And now we have C, and now teammates actually decided to go to B. Or at least I saw them there. Now again I'm doing a bit of a flank to clear the area so I could step on B. And I'm waiting for my teammates to push there as well. But as I'm doing the flank, I'm alone there. And enemies, well, I don't understand honestly, like when I play, my teammates, they don't know what we're doing, enemies, we kind of showcase more brain activity. And especially when playing with randoms, it is usually the case. And the third match that I will show is where I got 40 something kills and the most captures. And teammates, they did nothing. It was pretty much just me against the enemy team.
Wow.
And yeah, so I'm just on repeat going to B. And you can see by the points that it is really not possible to win now, but I mean, I just want to get captures. I want to do something as match is still not over. Enemies also deployed Vital in this match as well. And honestly, I don't like persistence, I think that it is for bots. But especially if you're playing in a like big stack, you should have at least one persistence bot in your team. Because sometimes Vital it can bring a victory. Now in this Nuketown match, it was just random stacks against random stacks. But the enemies we were really synchronizing very well. And it was just a beautiful play from their part. And I wish that my random teammates would have been doing that as well. But anyway, so we had the A side, which is bad in Nuketown as well. C and B are the... C is the good side, which you need, much like in Shoot House, because it is just closer. But still, I mean, I'm just pushing here, and I'm pushing alone. Meanwhile, when the enemies are pushing, once I manage to take B, you will see, they were going everywhere. Everyone was just pushing B to take it back. And once we have it, then we do the map control camping. Like, you don't start with the map control, first you just rush to B, die as many times as you have to, it is respawns. And once you take it, then you start farming kills and getting your score streaks. And because by doing that you are protecting the B. But if enemies have it, then your kill farming and your map control does nothing. They are getting the points anyway. Like if we have their point and B, we can just sit and do emotes, do nothing, while you are doing map control. And yeah, so now we took it back. But now, interestingly enough, I managed to take B again. And my teammates kind of held it for a while. And we almost won this match. As you will be able to see at the end, the difference was pretty mild. And so yeah, I took the B. And now, when enemies are going there, they will usually not be there just alone. Like now, you see 2 people pushing when I killed one. They are all going actively to B. And so now it is the second half of the match. And you see I die, and there are more than one enemy. Like I kill one, there are a few more of them around it. They are not doing some big brain map control, they are actively going to B. And every time I kill some of them, there are more of them there. Now we took B, and what are we doing now? They will be protecting it. One guy in the window, now you can see again enemies at B, even though we have B. But we are just focused on being on that area. Meanwhile, my teammates, some of them decided to be in the building, instead of pushing B to take it back, and like we were doing, I don't know, map control. and it was just a really hard push, really difficult match, but we took B again. Like, not at first, but it took us a while, but we managed. And again, now you see enemies are going in groups. Now I still managed to just break them. I did a bit of a semi-flank through the corner, like we did not expect that I would be there. Now I have the equalizer and I want to just rack up my score streaks, which I do. And now I made a crucial mistake. I activated cluster strike right away and then wraps near our location, because I kind of was feeling in a hurry. As you can see, the difference is like very mild, and the right thing to do would have been for me to activate wraps when I was closer to VB and drop cluster only after, when enemies were pushing it, because we already had B. And if I did that right stack, then we wouldn't have taken it like we did now. And then I looked at the result and saw the bottom frag with 0 captures. Like, he just did nothing at all. Others we were kind of trying to play, like we have a row of 9 captures, but we should have prioritized capturing points over getting some kills, even though we didn't even get that many. Like, you can see that I was doing everything here. Now, standoff match, we were kind of trying to actually capture points, but the biggest breakup was going A and C instead of just main point and B. And shoot house, we got an idiot with 2 captures, and again we were taking A, which is just bad. It is a no-no zone. You don't do that. Now this match I was in a 3 stack, and the 2 randoms we were just absolutely good, and this match was almost flawless. Like, you will be able to see everything, and now I will not be commenting on what's going on, but you can also see where my teammates are in the minimap and just like through that reflection thingy. So you can observe everything. Just focus on the points and the teammates' locations and what are they doing. Now I thought that Mad Max would be the MVP, so I quit the match, but somehow I got it by just a few more points. And here you can see everyone had captures, and we did not take A. Enemies, they were taking A lot. And even though some of them also have many captures, but it was their demise, taking the bad zone. And now we recap. So you always have to prioritize having main point and B. Now in some maps, instead of main point, you have to flip it to the good point, like I showed in Shoot House in Nuketown, and then the main battle area is B, and so you have to be in that zone around B. But if you see that the good point is being taken by the enemies, you have to protect it. Do not take the no-known zone. In shoot house, if you take A, you lose. Like if you spawn from A, of course you take A, B, then you have to flip to the C. But never, just don't go there. No point. Unless it is like a very tight match and you're absolutely sure that it will give you the victory. So don't take no-known zones and just repeat everything.